Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ruben Perez Jr. from EntertainmentRocks.com. We are celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month all month long, September 15th through October 15th, here on EntertainmentRocks.com, at ERocks Online here on Instagram, on Facebook, Facebook.com/ERocks, and on Twitter, Twitter.com/ERocks Online. Follow us, check it out, because we have some awesome interviews. So today, I'm excited to announce that I'm chatting with the one and only star of some of your mom's favorite novelas, or maybe your brand new favorite television show on Netflix, Julie and the Phantoms. Here is Carlos Ponce. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Ruben from EntertainmentRocks.com, and I'm here with one of the biggest actors I've ever gotten to talk to. He's an actor, he's a musician, he stars in a brand new Netflix series, Julie and the Phantoms. Aquí está, the one and only Carlos Ponce. Hey, Carlos.
Dude, I like your background. It looks like you're at improv and you're going to do some stand-up.
Well, I mean, I'll just stick to my day job, which is doing this. But yeah, I am not funny. So, Carlos, how has quarantine been treating you?
I actually have to say, I understand there's been a lot of turmoil and pain, but I've actually used this quarantine in a very positive way, but pulling things out of the drawer, those things that you leave for tomorrow, and a lot of projects that were unfinished, a lot of writing that I had pending, features and whodunit TV series and things that I've been wanting to finish, and some IP shows that I've actually finished and already found a home for. So I've been very productive this quarantine season.
Since we're talking here and we're talking about your brand new series on Netflix, so I'm like, what can you tell me about Julie and the Phantoms? I'm like, how was it working with Kenny Ortega? He is such an iconic director, High School Musical, and a whole bunch of different series. How was it working with him?
Well, it's very curious. I have worked not as an actor, but as a producer, a music producer with Kenny 20 plus years ago, when he was reproducing one of the show's hotels in Vegas, and he brought in a group of people from Emilio Estefan's crew to produce and show him new stuff. Nothing came out of that except for my friendship with him. I've known him for 20 plus years, and he's a great guy, and we always bump into each other in some big events and always say, hey, one day we're going to work together. Oddly enough, I didn't know I was auditioning for him, and neither did he. He has a casting crew in charge of that, and I have my own, managers and agents in charge of sending me auditions that I might be right for. Sometime in the second callback, we found out that we were that this might be a possibility, and I ended up landing the role, which I was very happy with.
Nice. So you've done it all. You've done telenovelas. How does a telenovela differ from doing like a musical type of show? Like, is it much harder, or is it like more fun, or like?
Well, it really all depends. Every project has a different dynamic. Every project it's got a different vibe, and I always go in there and try to make it fun and different, and I guess I entertain myself in a way. It is different. I love the fact that there's music, because music has the power of healing, and this type of shows nowadays I think are just a need. A show that demographically can include the babies from the house, the tweens, the teens, mom, dad, and grandpa, and all sit down and watch the same television set together, and that's amazing, and that's something that Kenny Ortega knows how to do very well.
Yeah. Plus the best part is that we have Latinos in this series, like Carlos Ponce. It's like, I am always all about Latinos and Netflix series and movies and everything. Speaking of that, like, how does that influence your work? How was it like being a Latino in Hollywood? It's like,
it's always been, in my case, kind of like a double-edged sword, because it does. We still seem to have some sort of stereotypes on who we are, what we do for a living, what we look like physically, and what we sound like. So unfortunately, somehow end up being too Latino for the Anglo market, too American looking for the Latino market, and or boy next door or whatever you want to call it. But I do have my accent, whether it's Puerto Rican or from Miami or my Cuban influence. So I end up having to audition for the roles that are open to all ethnicities, and I go in and fake a thicker accent, get the roles. You see most of the time with me. I'm very proud. A family who happened. It has nothing to do with the story. We're just a family, upper middle class, Latino family. But the story is not about that. Love it that we can carry the lead and the heavy load on that.
For sure. Thank you, Carlos. Be sure to watch Julie and the Phantoms on Netflix. My name is Ruben Perez. That is the incredible Carlos Ponce, and we will see you guys on the next time. Bye.